Self-love in psychology is generally defined as the practice of recognizing, accepting, and valuing oneself, fostering a high regard for one's own well-being and happiness. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and respect you would offer a loved one. Here's a breakdown of what self-love entails and why it's so important. Key components of self-love. Self-acceptance. Embracing all parts of yourself, including your strengths, weaknesses, flaws, and past mistakes. It's about acknowledging your emotions, even uncomfortable ones, without judgment. Self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and empathy, especially during difficult times or when you make mistakes. It's about replacing your inner critic with a supportive, gentle voice. Self-care. Taking intentional actions to support your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. This can range from healthy eating and exercise to setting boundaries, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you joy. Self-respect. Having a deep appreciation for your own worth and dignity. This includes setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing your needs, and not settling for less than you deserve in relationships or life in general. Self-responsibility. Taking ownership of your actions, choices, and well-being. This involves making choices that nurture your growth and happiness, and being accountable to yourself. Why self-love is important. Improved mental health. Practicing self-love is linked to reduced anxiety, depression, and stress. It helps build a greater sense of self-worth and confidence. Increased resilience. When you love yourself, you're better equipped to cope with challenges, view setbacks as opportunities for growth, and bounce back more quickly from difficulties. Healthier relationships. Self-love sets the standard for how you expect to be treated. When you value yourself, you're more likely to engage in healthy, reciprocal relationships and set appropriate boundaries with others. It's often said that you can't truly love others until you love yourself. Greater happiness and life satisfaction. Self-love encourages you to make choices that align with your values and bring you fulfillment, leading to a more positive and satisfying life. Enhanced motivation and goal achievement. Counterintuitively, self-compassion, a core component of self-love, has been shown to enhance motivation and goal attainment, rather than zapping ambition. Better physical health. Approaching self-care from a place of love rather than punishment encourages healthy behaviors like nourishing food choices and enjoyable physical activity. Self-love versus narcissism. It's crucial to distinguish self-love from narcissism, as they are often misunderstood or conflated. Self-love is a healthy, balanced appreciation of oneself that fosters empathy for others and allows for genuine connections. It's about knowing your worth and acknowledging your imperfections. Narcissism is characterized by an inflated sense of superiority, entitlement, a lack of empathy for others, and a constant need for external admiration. Narcissists often have fragile egos and may struggle with true self-worth, relying on others' validation to feel good about themselves. They may exploit others for personal gain and struggle with authentic relationships. How to cultivate self-love. Developing self-love is an ongoing journey, but here are some practical steps. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you're struggling. Forgive yourself for mistakes. Set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain you and protect your energy. Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that nourish your physical, mental, and emotional well-being, e.g., adequate sleep, healthy food, exercise, hobbies, relaxation. Challenge negative self-talk. Become aware of your inner critic and actively reframe negative thoughts into more neutral or positive ones. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and needs. Journaling can be a great tool for this. Identify and live by your values. Understand what truly matters to you and make choices that align with those values. Celebrate your accomplishments. Acknowledge your successes, big and small. Limit comparisons. Focus on your own journey and avoid comparing yourself to others. Surround yourself with positive influences. Choose relationships that uplift and support you. Seek professional support. If you're struggling with self-worth or mental health challenges, a therapist can provide guidance and tools to develop self-love. Self-love is not about being selfish. It's about building a strong, compassionate relationship with yourself that allows you to show up more fully and authentically in the world and in your relationships with others. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you're thankful for in your life, including aspects of yourself. Forgive yourself. Let go of past mistakes and choose to learn from them rather than dwelling on them. Spend time alone. Use this time for reflection, self-care, and connecting with your inner self. Seek support. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a therapist if you're struggling. What aspects of self-love are you most interested in exploring further? Self-care is a vital component of overall well-being. It's about consciously taking steps to nurture your physical, mental, emotional, social, and even spiritual health. It's not selfish. It's essential for maintaining balance, managing stress, and being able to show up as your best self for yourself and for others. What is self-care? The World Health Organization, WHO, defines self-care as the ability of individuals, families, and communities to promote health, prevent disease, maintain health, and cope with illness and disability with or without the support of a health worker. In a practical sense, it's any intentional action you take to care for your own well-being. It's important to distinguish self-care from self-love, though they are deeply interconnected. Self-love is the internal state of valuing and having a positive relationship with yourself, e.g., self-acceptance, self-compassion. Self-care is often a manifestation of self-love. Why is self-care important? Regular self-care practices offer numerous benefits, including improved mental health. Self-care can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, boost self-esteem, and promote a more positive outlook. Enhanced physical health. Practices like adequate sleep, healthy eating, and exercise directly contribute to your physical well-being and can help prevent chronic illnesses. Greater resilience. By proactively caring for yourself, you build your capacity to cope with challenges and bounce back from setbacks. Increased productivity and focus. Taking breaks and nurturing your mind can actually improve your ability to concentrate and perform tasks. Types of self-care. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It encompasses various dimensions of your life. Engaging in regular physical activity, walking, stretching, dancing, sports. Mental self-care. Intellectual self-care. This involves stimulating your mind and engaging in activities that keep your brain healthy. Reading books, articles, or listening to podcasts. Learning new skills or hobbies. Doing puzzles or brain teasers. If you like this content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join our family of healthy living.